part 2 of harness training. Hopefully you've seen part 1, getting your cat used to the harness, and I hope it went really well for you. And we're just going to take him on a little walk and talk about taking your cat outside for the first time. So for this video we took Kumo to a public footpath through the local fields, and as you can see he walks very well. But he's been using a harness for about 3 years, so he's very experienced, and this is very different to when we first started taking him for walks. He was so overwhelmed and curious about everything, he was not sure which way to go. Oh, sorry Kumo, didn't mean to embarrass you. So walking a cat is not the same as walking a dog. Cats are both predators and prey animals. So as I mentioned in our previous video, they're extremely aware of the environment around them. And when you take them outside, their senses are working to the max. So they can easily become overwhelmed or startled. So when it comes to taking your cat outside for the first time, take things slow and always be ready to give them some reassurance. And that's what we do here. Kumo stops for some reassurance. So of course I step down, give him a tummy tickle, he's reassured, and then we carry on with our walk. So in our last video, I said your main goal was to distract and reward, and going outside for the first time, those goals remain the same. But this time you don't need the toys. The outside world will be their distraction, but it's a good idea to still have some of their favourite treats. So here we go. You've got your cat used to the harness and you're ready to step outside for the first time. And your first step is to take things slow. I would suggest 2 things. For the first couple times, just limit it to a few minutes, and I would suggest just holding them and not putting them down. They need to get used to this new environment, and they will love to just look at the new sights and smell the air. Maybe do this for a couple times a day, just for a few days. So step 2, start to let them explore. Now in an ideal world we would all have gardens, but sadly that's not the case. So choose a safe place close as possible to home, even if that's just outside your door. Carry them out, pop them on the floor. Now don't try and lead them anywhere, just let them explore that immediate area. And even if they just want to sit, that's fine. It won't be long before their curiosity will take over and they'll want to explore further. But first, they'll just want to know that they're in a safe environment. Again, to begin with, take things slow. Just a few minutes, couple times a day, gradually increasing. And remember, reward them when you go in. Get those favourite treats out. So before we go on to step 3, if you're enjoying this video, please consider hitting the subscribe button. This will really help us out. So step 3, things to be aware of. Now I will be doing a part 3 of harness training, which will cover more about lead control and possible dangers. But in the meantime, here are some things you need to be aware of. So firstly, despite their claims, we have never found a harness that is truly escape-proof. So we never lead Kumo from the front. If we do, and he pulls backwards, he can slide out of his harness easily. So ideally we try to walk beside him, slightly in front, or we let him go in front whilst keeping control of the leash. And secondly, cats aren't endurance runners. They're not like dogs, you cannot go for a jog with them. Remember, they are predators, so they are sprinters. They have a sudden burst of energy, and you've probably seen this in the house, commonly known as zoomies. So be prepared and ready for these sprints that sometimes happen with no warning, so keep hold of that leash. And after these sprints, they will need a rest. And you can see Kumo here. He's getting his breath back after having a particularly fast sprint, and it's important to let them recover. You can of course give them a carry as well. So I do hope you've enjoyed part 2 of harness training. And as I said, I hope to do a part 3 very soon, which will cover more about leash control and also the possible dangers you may face. So please hit the subscribe button and like this video and leave us a comment to let us know how you're getting on. For now, it's cheerio from myself and Kumo.